Are you worried about your children being online, but at the same time, you want them to have the experience of navigating online spaces? In this video, I'm going to give you 5 steps you can take to protect your children from online dangers. Number 1, do not allow your children to be on social media platforms. Social media is not the same as going online to research for a school assignment or play online games or watch movies and etc. Social media has the potential for cyberbullying and drawing them into relationships with people who are only there to harm them. And with those detrimental possibilities, there's no real benefit to that at all. So my first piece of advice is do not allow your children to interact on social media. Number 2, keep computer in an open space. Don't allow your child to have a computer screen in a private area where it is not easily seen by you. It should be in a place that is easily accessed by everyone and no one can hide what they're doing at any time. It should be in a highly trafficked area in your home. This keeps your child from being tempted to do something on the computer that is hidden from you. So clearly there is no need for a child to have their own cell phone or internet access. Really, they do not need a phone until they are old enough to drive, and then monitors and filters should be applied. We'll talk about that in a minute, but you should let them know you monitor all their online activity and will have access to all their passwords and their accounts. Number 3, have parental controls in place. One of the parental controls you should have is definitely access to all passwords they use for any accounts you allow them to have, all of which you let them know they must ask permission before setting up. There are some really good products to help you monitor your child's online activity. One of them that I recommend is Bark Home, which helps you manage the internet connected devices that are in your home and any that you own. Set up bedtimes and school times when your kids have limited access, and block potentially dangerous apps, and filter websites to help protect your child from inappropriate content. But even with this device, I do not recommend allowing your children unlimited access to internet for any reason. But if your child is going to use the internet, as I said before, for research, games, educational programs, or movies, it's very important to have a strict monitoring system in place. Number 4, have them ask permission before watching any online content. Today, there is no guarantee of the safety in online kids' content. Certainly, Disney alone has made that very clear. Much of it is pushing ideologies that many parents object to, and when they aren't blatantly showing it, they're often hidden in the content. I can't even always recommend PluggedIn.com, which is a part of Focus on the Family, believe it or not. I used to recommend them as a safe bet for their recommendations for all online content for kids, but now I can't completely even trust them because they still gave the okay to Ms. Rachel for young children, knowing that she promoted the LGBT agenda in some of her content. So though PluggedIn.com can be helpful in showing specifics of what is in a content for like movies and games and TV shows and etc., so you're able to check all that out before you let your children have access to any of that content, don't trust them to make recommendations about what is safe and what is not safe. Right now, I can recommend BentKey, which is the kids' content produced by the Daily Wire. It's worth signing up for their service just for the kids portion, not to mention the rest of the content made for adults. So that is totally worth it. BentKey, check that out. But other than that, I would say it is extremely important that you watch out to make sure all the content your children watch online is within the parameters of your own personal parenting philosophy. Don't assume just because it says kids content that it is safe from vulgarity or free of political statements. Even Blue's Clues had a drag queen episode years ago. You just can't trust kids content anymore. Before I continue here, I just want to let you know that if you are enjoying this content, I'd love it if you would hit that like button, and you can show your appreciation in a more personal way. You can buy me a coffee at the link in the description below. Thanks for your support. Number 5, computer use is a privilege, not a right. Establish with your children the fact that their use of the computer and internet access is a privilege that you allow them. It is not a right that they possess. This needs to be established in their mind early to avoid unnecessary future conflicts. So before they ever start computer or internet use, make sure you have made that very clear. But there are also 10 things to teach your children so they will know themselves how to stay safe online. Click on the next video to learn what specific things you should teach your children before allowing them access to online content. Parents, you can do this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.